Also, red doors. If you happen to have a super missile, one super missile will open up a red door without having to use 5 normal missiles. Because a super missile is essentially 5 missiles. Ah, dang. Oh well, someone to kill that guy. I killed him, but I'm gonna have to kill him again. Anyways, we're gonna go over this way, get ourselves the high jump boots. And with that, we can now jump very high, which also makes wall jumping a lot easier to do. Now, before we go anywhere, we need to go this way, kill this guy. Otherwise, we're gonna be waiting for him to shop around, because the door to the right is blocked until you kill all the enemies in the room. Since there's only one enemy, that's pretty easy to do. It's just more or less sitting and waiting if you mess up. Or if you just didn't know about it. And again, this was the last thing I got in the game, because I didn't know where to go from here. You can't do anything else in Norfair right now. Well, I mean, you can, if you know the game extremely well. I do not. But essentially, the areas up ahead are very hot, and I don't have any super missiles, god dang it. I'm gonna have to hope I find one of those, otherwise I'm not doing what I need to do. But yes, as I did not know about that area to the right, this was essentially where I got stuck as a child. I would go back and forth trying to figure it out. I could not get out because the one location was too high. I didn't know about wall jumping. And shoot. Not know about wall jumping, and I had no way of getting out at the time. Like, if you look at the map, this bottom area right here, down to Meridia, from Meridia to Norfair, was all I had. So, yes, child me, unfortunately, was not too smart. Dang it, I need even more missiles, super missiles. But, okay. One thing at a time, we got ourselves the Spazer Beam. Spazer Beam, very nice. A more powerful gun, and it now fires out in 3 bursts. Or 3 shots, rather than just the one. So it turns a lemon pea shooter into somewhat of a dangerous weapon. Thank you. I want to say that guy is probably programmed to always drop a super missile if you need one. And I feel like I get them a lot more from him than I do other enemies. Either way, let's go over this way. And over here. Now, I do know if you have the map, this area is shown to you on the map. I don't know how I missed it as a child, but I did. Also, this guy's very cool. And you don't actually need the high jump boots to get up here. High jump actually helps, but if you know what you're doing, you can do the mothball jump, you can try to do a wall jump from up there, or apparently, if you destroy all 3 of these, get enough of a running start, you can just run and jump across. So, yeah, I definitely recommend having the high jump boots. But if you happen to be doing, say, a randomizer or just a challenge run, they are not necessary. One thing I'm not a big fan of, though, in this is that this location has an upgrade for us. An upgrade that we cannot get until much, much later on. Mostly because of this up there. If I can bomb that, thank you very much. We see what is a power bomb block. Meaning, we have to come back here later on when we have power bombs. I mean, technically we will save, thank you. It's just one of those, like, kind of off the beaten path. Just because you have to, because that's the only item out here that, at least that I can think of, that you're gonna have to come back here for. Now, thankfully, we can get them, power bombs relatively quickly. It's just one of those things that easily escapes my mind. Now, before I go any further, let's slow down, because we're getting spat at by something here, and if you know the original Metroid game, this might look familiar to you, that being of Kraid. Now, it doesn't work nowadays with things such as Zero Mission, but if this was the first time you played Metroid after, say, the original, you would just think, oh cool, they brought back Kraid, but he got very weak. I like to assume that that is the fake Kraid from the original Metroid. Also, we got ourselves an energy refill and a missile refill. Not a super missile refill, a missile refill. So something to keep in mind. If we want to upgrade. If we want to refill our super missiles, we could try grinding off that guy, or go grind off the fake Kraid. Anyways, I do like this. There's a lot of different theories about what this is. Some people see this as kind of a power suit like ours, and that maybe what happened here was that the person got stolen. I personally see this as similar to Metroid 2. Soldiers were sent to this planet. They might have picked up something, maybe they thought something was happening, but I feel like soldiers were brought here, just like how soldiers were brought over to SR-388 from Metroid 2. And unfortunately, this guy didn't make it. This guy died, which I also feel like was between the door here that tells us, hey, something's up ahead, is the indication that there is something to be fearful of. We go into this room, very claustrophobic, damaging plants on the ground, and something is rising. Now this part gets very laggy when things happen, such as me charging my beam, releasing a shot, but meet Kraid. If you know what you're doing, because apparently I don't, you can kill him in one big blow on that one. It takes it takes good timing and a right amount of blows, but it can be done. Otherwise, we just want to keep filling up his mouth, or mullet, with missiles and super missiles until he just gives up. But yes, Kraid is also back. That is Ridley back, that is Kraid back, and whether or not you want to count Kraid as a space pirate or just someone who just happens to be walking with them, that's going to be up to you. I would say, well, no, he was one of the commanders, I believe, of Mother Brain's army. So, I guess that would make sense why he and Ridley came back. However, it seems a little odd. It seems like, as far as I know, there's only been 2 appearances of Kraid. That being in the original /Zero mission and this game. So, is he actually working for Mother Brain? Is he just an inhabitant of this world that's just walking with them? I don't know what his deal is. And I don't... Who knows? I heard that he was supposed to show up in Prime, but they couldn't get it to work out right. I know he shows up in a stage in Smash Bros. Melee. Because I think he even flips the entire stage upside down. But, oh well. Either way, he's back, and that's why I'm going with the whole cloning aspect of how Ridley and Kraid came back, because otherwise it makes no sense. It also makes no sense how Kraid can go from just being that, like, weird little monster in the original Metroid to becoming essentially Jabba the Hutt in the sequel games, but whatever. Now that we got the Varia suit, which was apparently a mistranslation, as it was apparently supposed to be called the Barrier suit. I'm really glad they went for Varia. It makes it sound more sci-fi. But with the Varia suit, we can now go into hot locations, kind of like we have a barrier around our suit. And so, these hot locations that would be pretty bad for us are now a lot more reasonable, as well as the fact that we actually take less damage. I think just like, say, A Link to the Past, I want to say it doesn't half the damage. I want to say it gives us... we take 75% of the damage. Ow, get out of here, you. Also, I keep forgetting which button does what in terms of up and down with the L and R buttons. Anyways, go down here. We can survive the heat, but we cannot survive the lava magma. Now, if we know what we're doing... Actually, before we do anything else, let's take the fast way through all of this. We could take the upper path. However, this lower path is a little bit faster. However, it is also dangerous because of all that rising hot whatever. Hot fluids. And I am in bad shape right now. We should be fine. I should be fine. I just need to not do anything dumb again. And one way to not do anything dumb again is by saving. This way, if I die, I can just go right back here. Ooh, super missile. They know me so well. Also, do I only have one super missile, or do I have two? I still have only one. Probably. Alright, I thought I would have had more by now. Maybe I'm just more used to when I just don't try to record this and actually just do the mothball trick for like half an hour. Anyways, get you, because that thing annoyed me. Not as a child, but when I played this game long after when I had the chance, that thing annoyed me. But I didn't know how to get that. I'm like, I saw that, but getting it from the top right was not my original thought process. This way, I want to say, will take us back to the main hallway elevator room, but we can't go there without the necessary equipment, so we're just going to ignore that. So instead, let's go down this way. Oh, right, perfect! We got an enemy spawner room over here, so we can easily get our health and missiles and everything else. Come on. I think I have to wait for them to split up before I can actually get multiple stuff out of them. No, I can't get multiple. And 3 full balls, that's more than enough. Since every energy bar is essentially 100 points of energy, I now have on me 304. Ow! That being said, I don't want to die. Not much we can do going down, although I can always show it off. Ow! Also, there is this, which is something else. I'm trying to think what that one is. Yeah, okay, I can't show it off because it's locked behind a power bomb door. So, yeah. Oh well, we know there's something down there, and spoilers for anybody who actually cares for spoilers from a game from back in 2004, so like 27 years ago. That is the entrance to Ridley's hideout, which we will be taking a long time from now. Thank you, flying robot. And if anybody's going to complain about a spoiler from the game from back in 2004, which, well, it's been a long time, I should know. I hope you know the secret about Darth Vader. Okay, just get rid of you. Okay, I almost ran right off of that. Open you. I said open that up. And now let's try another game-breaking sequence by trying to get ourselves, I believe it's the wave beam early. Okay, let's make sure we got enough speed to be able to run and jump. And we need to be able to wall jump, which can be a bit of an issue. But I got it. Huzzah! If I couldn't do that, I'd go over to the left if my health got too low. Because an exit down there and an enemy spawner thing, that would let me get my health back. Either way, Wave Beam. Very great weapon to have, because it, unlike other beams, goes through walls. So if an enemy is on the other side of a wall, just use the Wave Beam. It's that simple. Leap! Okay, good. There we go. Also, our beam is now even more powerful. We're not supposed to get that for a while. We technically are supposed to fight a mini-boss, but hey, they only made these tiles the breakthrough ones, not the entire thing, so it's not my fault. Not my fault they made it breakable. To the point where it's a question of, was that intended or not? Oh, get out! Get out of here, you bum! There we go. Okay, need to get myself a next upgrade. Also, those things remind me of the bubbles from Zelda 2. which now has me upset. Because all I'm thinking about now is trying to pogo bounce off of them to get myself 50 experience. I say but I actually like Zelda 2. Zelda 2 is definitely a game I had to grow into, though. And I've said this before, and I'll definitely say it again. Zelda 2, I think, at least for the first time playing, is definitely a guide/YouTube game. You want to watch somebody else play the game to understand how it actually works. Because otherwise, it is just terrible. It's doable, and people obviously did, but it's a terrible slog when you have no idea what you're doing. I hate you, because you're not on the freaking map that you're even here. How did anybody, and I mean anybody, find that? That's such a jerk move. They probably had, the magazines and the Nintendo hotline to tell them, but that thing's disgustingly hidden. Especially when the map doesn't freaking show you its location. The one thing the map is supposed to do. Anyway, speed booster, let's... Gotta run right now, gotta run away! Yeah, I'm just gonna let those guys kill themselves. Just so they don't kill me. Also, I forgot to mention, we killed Kraid. So that is one of Mother Brain's, because spoiler, Mother Brain. 4 commanders. Now... No, not this way. Not this way. We need to go back down. And technically there's 2 things to do. One is the game-breaking way of having the wave beam. The other is what the game developers probably intended you to do. So, if you know how to break the game like I just did and got yourself the wave beam, we can go down here and completely skip this entire next section because the wave beam can open up these doorways. However, if you did not have the wave beam, and since I was going to do this anyways, we want to go this way. I want to go over here and go back up. Yeah, we want to go back up to this main elevator, and then after we get something, we need to go up even more. Because I did not go through this doorway, but apparently, there was something I actually found out just the other day as well. If you know the mothball trick, you can try that again in this room, to try and do this. To get past these gates that you can't do by normal means, you need the speed booster or the mothball. Very cool how the mothball actually does that. To get over this way. I actually like the fact that you can do that with the mothball, just because you can get... It's only one item over this way, and it's a lot easier to do. Also, the fact I can do that, I love that as well. Jump, go in the Mothball mode, and keep my momentum as I go up. Oh, shoot, do I have that on? Shoot, I thought I shut that off. Yeah. Whoops-a-doodle.